Hello, beautiful friend.
Hello, and here we are
Here we are.
on a beautiful day in a beautiful world.
Yes.
How does it get any better than this?
Beautiful question. Um, yeah, and yet a lot going on.
So much going on in the world right now. I'm sure everyone out there is feeling it, but there's just an immense amount of change going on constantly right in front of our eyes. The things that we never thought we'd see happening in real time right now. And
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
it's just amazing. And it's just to be here at this time is amazing and wonderful. Um, Especially if you happen to be in the headspace of everything that's happening is what needs to happen so that we can create the world we wish to live in and we wish for those who come after us to live in.
Mm.
And if we can see that picture of how we create that, what we create, and how we live going forward, it so helps to be able to handle the onslaught. I can't think of a better word for it, of everything that's happening all so fast. And it doesn't matter if we're talking world stage or personal stage, it's everywhere. And it's just like, wow.
Yeah. Yes, 100%. My goodness. And I know that you have a beautiful messages that you want to share today and dive right into all of this.
Okay, we can do
Yeah.
that first if you want. The wisdom keepers continue to unfold, unpack um, how it is that we leave form pain-free and stress-free, like the gurus do and did, um, but without the 30 years of sitting on a cushion in a pretzel position.
Right.
Which, if you can do that, that's an amazing feat. But
Mm.
right now, as everything is changing so fast, we don't have that kind of time. It's now, it's real, it's in this moment.
Yeah.
And we just don't have that kind of time anymore. And
Hmm.
so they continue to unpack this for us. And one of the things that they just unpacked, and this may at some point turn into like, uh, it came to me kind of as part of the webinar that I did on this, but this seems like this might actually turn into more like a workshop or something along those lines, a course maybe or something like that that unpacks these even further.
Mm.
But I'm going to give them to you in a way that they gave it to me.
Okay.
Now, a lot of these the thought forms, thought lines that have the gurus, the babas, all of these people who have already been doing this.
Hmm.
They use something. The one from the Buddhism is called the Five Powers, and you're welcome to look that up and see what the Five Powers are. There are mm, probably a gazillion different forms or translations of that, or however you wish to say that. The ones that they gave to me are a very simplified version of that and how that works with the preparation of a lifetime, a full lifetime, preparing to leave in this way. This is
Hmm.
a lifestyle. This is not a, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this now. This
Right.
is something that's ongoing. So let me just pull it up for you because they had me write it all down for you all. And
Indeed.
here it is. The Five Powers Simplified. Number one, intention. The intention is to live so as to leave form pain-free and stress-free. This
Mm.
means we're looking at every part of our life. Is it what is advisable? Is it helping you? Is it supporting what you need to do to be able to live pain-free and stress-free so you can also leave form pain-free, and stress-free. Number 2, diligence. This is keep looking deep into one's life and addressing what and how to forgive oneself and everyone else, and make amends if you need to for anything that you feel you have done wrong. How can you forgive yourself and forgive everyone else so that you can do this? And the diligence is to keep doing this over and over. For so long now, we've been talking about it. It's like a broken record. Keep looking deep inside. What do you need to let go of? What do you need to clean out? Where are those corners? Where is it? And this is even more so right now, not just about those corners. How can you make your home, that would be your body, how can you, and your life all around you, how can you spruce this up to make it what it's supposed to be? So many of us have been just living, and if you have a house anywhere and you're just living in the house, but you're not keeping the house up, you will get all kinds of issues and the house will eventually start to degrade. This is the time to make sure that you're doing everything you need so that your personal house, not just, your body, yes, your living, how is your life, everything about how you live, your house. How can you spruce it up? Does it need to be cleaned and painted outside? Does it need a little bit of work on the exterior and the interior? This is everything. Make it look so wonderful that you welcome in the new earth energy that's coming all around us. And the new earth energy feels welcomed enough to come in and be part of your house, be with your house, support your house. How can you make that happen? That's the diligence part. Number 3, now we've said this one a gazillion times, letting go. But this is deeper even. Letting go of all thoughts, emotions, attachments, experiences to allow complete freedom. How can you obtain complete freedom in your life? What all do you need to let go of? Limiting beliefs, all of that kind of stuff. Because as we have been living life to now, at least in this current, well, and for like gazillion years, but we have been under all kinds of limiting beliefs that many people are still holding true. I'm just going to put it out there. I know personal experience in not in my personal, it's my personal family, but it's not me that's involved with this, except as support. But I just saw someone who's the 2 generations before them. So we'll just take it, say for instance, it's a female, and the female's, say, mother and the female's grandmother have both come to the realizations of how much they had a part in making it so that this younger female's life has been more difficult, and that they're now taking some of the responsibility for how come their relationships are not what they should be. This is amazing. But in order to do that, they needed to let go of all of those past things that they thought were foundations. This is the way it's done. No, there is not a way that it's done. And what can you let go of? Number 4, insight and wisdom. These 2 come in, people will use one or the other. I'm using both of them because they are both important. This is the lessons or the takeaways from number 3, from letting go, that support greater freedom from incarnation. That's important, not for incarnation, but from incarnation.
Mm.
How can you use the wisdom that you're gaining from letting go of all of this, from creating your beautiful house, from doing all of this? How can you use that wisdom for greater freedom from all of this physical stuff that we perceive as real,
Mhm.
but really isn't? It's
Mhm.
all energy, just energy. And how can we use the wisdom to have more freedom of that energy? Number 5, mindfulness. And this is keeping only what supports or serves the movement toward complete oneness with all that is. I got to read that one again because that one needs so much unpacking. Keeping only what supports or serves the movement toward complete oneness with all that is. That works right from the insight. And these, if you look at them, they all work together as a
Yep.
singular process, which is what the 5 powers do. So you're working toward complete oneness with all that is. That's everything that we perceive as real, which is not really, all the energy, everything that is. That's the universe. That's the multiverse. That's everything out there that we can't even conceive of in what we've been given. I mean, we're starting to get there. We're starting to know that all of this really does exist.
Mhm.
But this is, how can you truly be with oneness?
Mm.
And that would be, how do you be with the tree? How do you be the tree and the flower and the bee, and at the same time be the universe? How do you do all of this? And that is the freedom in which we can leave form pain free and
Mm.
stress free.
Those are powerful.
That is
Yeah.
extremely powerful for this time. And
Yes.
as I said, it will probably turn into something like a course because that's a whole lot to unpack.
Yes.
And I haven't done anything like this yet. This was just given to me literally a couple of days ago.
Right.
And I still don't have it completely unpacked. It's
Yeah.
still just like, wow.
Yeah. Yes. As I was listening to you, I was thinking, and may I suggest for anyone who has listened to us so far, whatever popped up while were speaking, while you were sharing these points, whatever popped up, whether it's something that doesn't fit in the person's life, whether it's something that they long for to do for themselves, take a bath, have a walk, visit that friend, contact that old professor that made a huge difference, whatever it is, those are the little aha moments where, for me, a lot of these things begin, right? So when you're doing the dishes and you have Lay's, your words come back, and the wisdom keeper's words, of course, and these energetic concepts, and you're thinking, you stop doing the dishes and you're like, oh, and you have this moment of clarity, let's call it, or aha, or vision. Take a minute and write it down, put it in your phone, wherever you want to jot something down, and then give that some space.
And it might be as simple as you're sitting at breakfast and you think, gosh, I should contact so and so.
Yeah,
Contact
exactly.
them. Contact them.
Exactly.
Listen to those little things.
Yeah.
They're there for a reason. They're not
Yeah.
just your mind being whatever.
Yeah.
No, they're there for you, to
Yeah.
help you, to guide you, to support you in
Yes.
all of this. And
And
believe me, as I read those, I had these things popping up too. I can't write them down right now, but they're popping up. And they
mm,
pop up all the time.
mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yeah.
sure for all of you, it's no different. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's exactly the same for you. It just, the little things that pop up. are the things that we really need to pay attention to.
And it's the practice of paying attention to them that gets us to the next level and the next level and that personal spiritual growth, right? It's the practice of going, okay, I've seen that person's face in my mind the last 3 days. There's got to be something to that, right? And then whether they message you or you message them or something's going on, and there's like, thank you for reaching out, and okay, ding, ding, ding. Yeah.
And understand that we are all interconnected. We are all part of the same web.
Yeah.
And if that's coming up for you, there's a reason.
Yeah.
If it, we don't random, it's not random that we meet the people who we do, whether it be on the street or whether it be a longtime friend or whether it be the relatives that we have chosen to be in this experience with.
Mm-hmm.
There's no random. There is no coincidence.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it. And if you have a message coming to you that, you know, listen to that,
Mm-hmm.
because it might be, especially if you got to, if it says, get a hold of this friend. And, you know, I can't count the number of times I've done that. And they said, you know, I was just thinking about you. And you know, and I really think I was really thinking maybe you could help me with X, or, you know, I've had it where, I called or I had the message to give, or to contact somebody, and I would put down like 3 points in this. You know, I would mention three things, and this person would come back to me and say, you know, I asked and I said, if this is the case for X or whatever it was, show me these three things, and there they are, the three things. You know, it's there is no such thing as coincidence. And if you're getting some sort of a message, there's a reason for it.
Yep.
There's a reason for it.
Yep.
Sometimes you may get a message, then, oh, that sounds awfully harsh, but maybe you'll get, you know, a kinder way of it, bringing it to yourself or to someone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Or asking the, like, um, I've been learning from Lee Harris lately, and he offers how he started. So he always, if something is really strong that comes in for him, he asks three questions 3 times, right? And so if there's a question that's coming up for you in amongst this, like you said, oh, that's quite strong, is there another way that I can say this to this person? Is there another way that I can deliver this information? You know, how can I say this differently so it comes, it's not such a powerful, like anything like that. And that's just one example, but um give yourself some time too. Don't Sometimes we get things or for me, I get things so strongly that I'm like, I have to do this right now, and then I'm like, whoa. The time is this beautiful thing. It's supposed to happen when it's supposed to happen, and let's just remember what's happening around me in this moment, and I can deliver this when I'm supposed to. So,
Absolutely. And
yeah.
then let the universe work its way, and when it's supposed to, it'll come out in the
Yeah,
perfect way for
exactly.
the highest good of the other person or persons, or the highest good of the world.
Yes. Mm, that's what we're hoping for.
You have to trust that that's actually what's going to happen. It
Yeah.
may not turn out in our human perception as exactly what we thought it should turn out, but we don't know how that's going to land, and how that's going to inform, you know, that person or those people's, um, going forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Yes. A lot there. It would be really neat to see how this is going to expand just from the wisdom keepers and from your knowledge and experience. What each of these points, like you said, because they're all intermixed, they all weave together because we are them woven together, and we are woven together with each other and everything and all that. Um, but how we can take that blanket, if you will. I'm thinking of something that's been woven together, and see the pieces that help with that warmth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually have me see a tapestry with all of the colors, and it
Yes.
wouldn't be the same if one color, that might be you, that might be someone else, is not
Yeah.
there. We
Yes.
are all necessary in the tapestry to make it what it is.
Yes. Beautiful. Yeah, exactly. Oh my goodness. And sometimes you don't want certain strands to be in there. just just saying.
That's true, but they are
And
still
yet,
part of the whole, and the
exactly.
tapestry wouldn't be the same
Yeah.
if those particular strands were taken out.
Yeah,
There is a
exactly.
reason for everything, whether we
Indeed.
know it or not.
Yeah. Yes. So, mm, lovely. Is there any more that you want to speak on about these?
At this moment, I don't know. I don't. I can't say I have anything because I don't know what else is coming. It's brand new. Y'all are getting it hot off the press.
Well, I love that. So everybody stay tuned, including Lay. Yay, wisdom keepers. Well, thank you for giving us this beautiful knowing. Yeah, and reminding us of all of these things. I really, really appreciate you and the wisdom keepers.
And I am so grateful just to be here with you and everyone else.
Wonderful. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.